Welcome to Brown's Rod and Custom, your home for street rods, muscle cars, and Volkswagen content. This is my dad, Big Ron. He's our body man and fabricator. This is my beautiful wife, Megan, our editor-in-chief and supporter. And this is me, Adam, the designer and mechanic for our projects. If you find our videos helpful, like and subscribe for more content.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Brown's Rod and Custom. Happy New Year. It's we made it through. It's January 1st, 2025. It's about 9 o'clock, I guess. A little chilly outside, but it's not bad. It's probably in the 50s or something. But we are going to get right back onto all these cars where we stopped, actually. So, starting with the Chrysler. We're going to start there. Let's check that out and we'll go over that. So, we got one window left. Really two. But, look how dry it is in here. Oh my God. Windows, look at all the crap they stopped. It's huge for us. So, for those of you that haven't seen, this is our 1963 Chrysler 300. It's a two-door sport coupe. It's got a 383 big block and a 4-speed manual. I'll show you that here. It's up there. You see the white shifter handle? It's up there. This used to be a push-button auto, but I found the correct BorgWarner T10 and all the things and all the right pieces. It took years. I got about 3 years in making it a 4-speed, but it's got all the right stuff. So very, very rare car. Honestly, this could end up being my keeper. My wife keeps telling me we need to keep the Chrysler. She likes it, so that's helpful. You know what I mean? It helps when your wife is on the same page. So we need to get one window into this, and that's going to be this guy here. Just got to get it in. Not a huge deal. And then we're going to plastic off this back window. We'll let it dry out in the sun, which should happen quick. And then we'll tape a piece of plastic around here. Now the other thing I got to do is I got to get up in the attic and find the door handles, because once I put all the glass on, I can't get in the car. So we ran into that problem earlier, yesterday. On the other side, I was like, oh shit, how do I get in? And I had to come around and climb across the car and, you know, yeah. So, now for those of you wanting to see the 4-speed, there she is. Got a Hurst 4-speed in it, shifter and all that. But this is what she looks like. It's got a dark tint on it, like a limo tint, that will be taken off, and a lot of greasy fingerprints from yesterday, but we'll get her cleaned up. So this is going to happen. Then, I highly doubt it's going to happen today, being a holiday, but if by some chance my oil light bulb comes in for this, or my fuel gauge and vibrator, then we'll go ahead and put that in and put the dash together on the thing, which is kind of exciting. And really the bulk of what we're going to be doing is right here. So the plan today is to try to get that rocker right here. So try to get that installed here. Okay, to get this removed, and then get all this trimmed up, whatever needs to be trimmed up and cleaned up, and to get that one in here and Cleco clipped in, okay? And to where we're pretty fairly confident that, you know, it's where it needs to be, and then we'll start welding it in, start tacking it in. So that's the goal for today. See where we get. That's actually a lot. The Chrysler window will probably take an hour or two. This won't take that long to get out, but putting the new one in and trimming and doing all that is going to take a second. There's a couple hours there, but it's exciting to start getting a patch panel on it, right? Get some of the old junk. This is the old stuff that came off. This is the bottom side of, you can see, is the edge of the patch panel. And you know, not having that on the bottom of your truck is exciting. And then this is the flat there where you would step. That's the patch panel that they put over the original panel. So, lots to do. We'll be back with you guys in a little bit. Stay tuned. We're working today. I know it's a holiday, but we're working. My wife works at like 1 o'clock. Probably take her to work and then be right back here. I'm going to continue with the Bauer surface conditioning tool. I'm probably going to hit some here, so he's got a little better surface to work. But really my main focus is going to be, if I can, maybe if he's out here messing with a window, I might grab the Bauer and just get this orange or reddish orange off. And then I want to get on that there for sure, but that won't take that long. But then I think I'm going to start on this door and just start bringing it back, right? Get this down to bare metal. See what we actually have here, right? I hate to take this patina off. You can see the letters. I don't know what it says, but they're there. It looks like it says, I don't know what it says. I'm trying to read it. I want to say this is an and this is sun or something, but I could be wrong. Anyways, maybe we'll be able to see it better on the camera. But I'm going to try to get this door, and then I'll probably start swinging around here and taking this back down. I want to see the condition of these cab corners. Once I get them bare metal, see how they look. If they look good, I'll use them. I mean, why not? But if they're junk, then we'll just buy a set. I think they're like 30 bucks a piece, 35 bucks. So that's what we got going today, guys. More paint removal. And there's a lot of that. I mean, it takes a minute, you know. But man, it looks good when it's done, doesn't it? The bare metal is just, I love it. But so I'm going to start doing this stuff here and just keep getting this thing where it needs to be so we can get all the patches in it, get the bodywork started, get it primed, get it blocked, get it ready for paint. You know, we got a lot to do. So stay tuned for that. And we will be back, guys. Happy New Year, and we'll be right back. Okay, guys, welcome back. We are messing with the Chrysler. Went ahead and pulled a lot of the trim, at least for the driver's side, down. Kind of gives you an idea. We're putting some screws into this so it doesn't move on us. But that is the piece that's missing. We got stuff laid all over, but this one's not screwed in, but you kind of get the idea, right? And then we can adjust the windows to go up a little higher and all the things. But that's what we're doing. That's kind of how that goes. And it's got big chrome trim that goes around here. I mean, there's enough chrome trim on this for an army, but for 6 different cars. But we got rid of a lot of it. Now we do have, like, and we'll mock it up in a little bit, the quarter trim. That's that long one up there, that spear. This is this one here, you know. This one kind of does that. Alright. Goes all the way to the front. It's hard to film it and hold it, but you get the idea. So it's interesting, you know. We're in the middle of it. We did find a door handle, which is great. Now we just got to find the little thing that hooks onto here. Little ball. And yeah, you know, just keep swinging on this. And the idea is not to, like, we're not permanently putting anything together. It's just try to seal it up and kind of see what we got, you know. I mean, that's the other piece of this. What do we actually have here? So it's been 5 years since we took it apart. So now there's a whole lot more trim and stuff. Like the grill's sitting in there. I'm not going to show you that because that's kind of a special thing that I'm doing. It gives you an idea, you know, how all this will end up looking. But anyway, guys, stay tuned. We're going to keep rolling on this. I'll bring you some more once we get some stuff mocked up on it and actually screwed in and so on and so forth. Hey guys, welcome back to Brown's Rod and Custom. All right, it is right about 1:49. And as you can see, we got this glass in. Got the door handle on it, which is critical. Also, got this trim on. I need to peel this tape off at some point. Other side's in and good. Everything's lubed up and working good. But yeah, we're starting to seal this pig up. So, what you see here is more trim. This is the driver fender trim that goes here. The long one there is this quarter panel spear, and then you have the door one. I've got another piece of trim I got to figure out. It says driver outside over back seat. I have no idea, but it goes to this car, and then this one goes here, kind of like so, right? And then there's another one that goes down that way. So some stuff I'm trying to figure out, but so far so good. So where we're at now is we're gonna plastic off this back window so that that's sealed up, and then we're pretty much there on a lot of this. We're just gonna kind of leave it be, and the idea was just to keep water out of it and animals. So I think we're gonna accomplish that feat. And now I did find some interesting things. There's the dash pad, and there's a foam pad that goes across the front of the dash there by the steering column, right across that bottom under the speaker cover. We actually have that, which is good, so I can have it redone. This is it here, what's left of it. But you get the idea, because this had a red interior in it, like a maroon. And it's garbage, and if I can find another one, I'll get it. But, you know, finding parts for this car is like literally finding parts for a unicorn. They don't exist. But so far, so good. Liking the car. My wife keeps telling me I should keep it. And she likes this car. So, I don't know. She thinks we should paint it purple. Like a hell-raising purple. Kind of like the new plum crazy purple version that they've got on the new Challengers and Hellcats, Chargers and whatnot. That darker purple, that's called hell raising, and she thinks maybe we should paint it that color. You know me, I don't care. Whatever. But this car originally was black with a red interior, and there's a good chance it'll go back to that. But anywho's, I'm going to get off of here and help Ron tape up this back window, get this trim put away, and then we're going to go right in here and get on the Apache. Haven't got there yet, but we will shortly. And Ron's going to be working on the the rocker, getting that off and trying to get that one in, at least screwed in and mocked up or whatnot. And we'll go from there. But we pulled out all of our rubbers, window rubbers and everything, just trying to find what we really needed. Now, something that is rare as a fucking, a diamond is this rubber here. This is the one I went on a 2-year wait list for 3 years ago. That's the windshield rubber. So need to put that away. It was up in the attic. It's real thick, but it's pliable. I think they'll have no problem putting it in, but this is something you cannot get. It is not sold. It does not exist. That is the windshield rubber for this. Now, when we went up in the attic, I realized I had a lot more stuff than I thought I did. I have all the trim and everything, and I think what I'm going to do is when we get down to it, I'll pull all this apart and send it out, get it re-chromed or polished up, depending on what it is. And so when we put all this back together, it looks slick. Now I do have a new, I believe it's a driver's door handle somewhere, but I've been collecting pieces over the years, but when they come up, but they are so few and far between, it's unreal. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna get back to it. We'll be right back. Hey everybody, welcome back to Brown Dragon Custom. Happy New Year again. It's I don't know, it's like 6 o'clock or something, 6:30. I've been removing the paint off the Apache here, trying to get the Bondo off. Really, is kind of was phase one, trying to get these cab corners to where I can at least see what's going on there.
and kind of go from there. But let me show you what we got here. So, I got the door, passenger door down to here. I got all the Bondo off the bottom. Now remember, this is coming off. A new patch panel will go on, also on the inside of it as well. Cab corner, where they just pop riveted it on and coated it with Bondo. It's a cool trick, really, if you think about it. That's to there. My drum on my bower literally was down to nothing, so I had to stop. But tomorrow I'll come back, I'll keep going here. But at least we're to there. I want to get that window rolled down so that I can get this track here better. Not take a chance of breaking any glass or anything on the door, but otherwise I'd have went higher. And I think I'll pull the door handles off, do both sides real quick, put them back on, just to get that over with. But we just blew down the garage. It was horrible. Looked like it snowed Bondo in here. But this is where we're at on this side. And this cab corner, I don't know, like they made their own or something? This one is very different from that one. That's like a real one. You would order it from a shop. This one's like one they just kind of made out of some metal. So, definitely coming off. But the whole reason we got into this was Big Ron got the rocker in here. And it's not welded in or anything, but just sitting there. But if you look at this, we might have to put this cab corner on first, buy a new cab corner and put this on first. Just to line up the lines and stuff, you know what I mean? Like get this to where it actually looks right. Because right now it's all smashed up and it's garbage. So that's why we did that. But rocker is physically in. And I think, it's sitting there. It's on there pretty good actually. So anywho's, that's where we're at so far. I do know that at some point, probably in the next few days, I'm probably going to make a trip back up to Ocala, the National Parts Depot, to get some parts. I'm going to need the lower cab mounts, or front cab mounts, and cab corners for sure. Cab corners are only like 35 bucks a piece. They're not bad. The lower mounts are like 80 bucks a piece. And then we kind of go from there. Now, the question is, are there any other patch panels that we need for this? We're not worried about the doors yet. That'll be a whole nother thing. Whole nother trip up there. We'll get the bottoms of the door here. I think it's from like here down. And then the actual skin patch that's from about here down. So, yeah, it's going to have a lot of patch panels. But that's okay, as long as it turns out right. Trying to make a decision on whether I should buy the other side here for the lower cab or lower hinge, because it's pretty well rotted out right here. I might just pick one of those up too while I'm there, just to do it. But yeah, that's where we're at. So tomorrow we're going to keep rocking here, keep rocking right here, start figuring this out a little better. Might even start playing with the other side a little bit. You never know. Getting it out of the way because it's not hooked up to anything. It's just sitting there. The whole front's rotted off. So we shall see. I'm going to keep working on the paint removal. I will tell you, just my opinion, but it looks pretty damn slick with the bare metal. It guy I watch on YouTube, Jimmy's World, does airplanes. He's down in Plant City. He's got a Cessna, some kind of Cessna, but it's polished. It's bare metal basically, but a polished stainless or aluminum or whatever. And it reminds me of it. It just looks cool. So anyway, that's where we're at on here. A lot of time got spent on the Chrysler today, wrapping it up. Found a lot of parts. It was very beneficial to do it. We did get this trim piece in here. Windows are all in. This one went in today. Got the door handle on. We got the plastic on the back here for the back window for now. Then this side, same thing. So
we're getting there. This side needs a little more adjustment, but not the end of the world. It's something we'll deal with down the road. It's all going to come back off anyway, so it's just to keep water out at this point. And I think it's doing a good job. This morning we had a lot of dew and whatnot, and inside the car was dry, so that was helpful. So that's where we're at, guys. Hope you guys are having a great day. There's Big Ron. There's the Apache, Big Red, 40 Ford's over there, cover on it. But all things that need to get done. Thinking about, tell you what, give me your opinion on something. What would you think of this car painted purple? And the purple I'm talking about is, think of the Chargers, the new modern Chargers and Challengers that are purple, the hell-raising purple, that dark purple. And I think it's the modern version of Plum Crazy. What would you think of that? I don't know. With like a black interior. Because I got to do the whole interior anyway. What would you think of that? Let me know. My wife seems to think it'd be a good idea. I don't know though. The car was originally black with a red interior, bright red interior. Well, I say bright red, like a burgundy red. Yeah, kicking some things around. Let me know what you think. Just curious. So this is where we're at, guys. It's 5:54. I'm gonna go take a shower and wrap it up, eat some food, and go pick up my wife. And we'll be right back out here tomorrow morning, right back on the Apache. See where we can get. And tomorrow we'll be fully on the Apache because this is done. This was a little side thing that we just had to do. Pretty much took a day between yesterday and today, but you know, it was beneficial. So take one last look at her here, guys. Tomorrow, with any luck, I'll have this door done down to bare metal. I'll have this back bound down to bare metal, and be bouncing around hitting any spots. And then I guess the next step in this would be I'll probably run it over the floor and try to get the floor down as best I can, and clean it up before we do whatever we're going to do to that. So stay tuned. A lot more to come. We're making progress, so lots of things are happening. These are like, I got an hour, maybe about an hour, I guess, in this cab corner area right here. Just because it had about 1.5 inches of Bondo. Had to cut through all that shit. And this side was a little better. They didn't Bondo the entire corner, they just did here. But still, you know, just takes a while. You got to eat that stuff off. Taking this off, seconds. And you know, if you got a good drum on that bower, you'll blow right through that. I mean, you can knock this out in minutes if you got the right stuff. So keep that in mind. Bondo takes a minute if you're using that power. You got to get through it. But anywho's, you guys have a great night. Please like and subscribe to the channel. We'll be back in the morning. We'll be right back at it. We'll have a lot more to show you, and see where we can get on these patch panels. Thanks for watching, guys.